eucalyptus trees and these weird lines. Eucalyptus trees are indigenous of Australia, but they grow really well in Hawaii, and they grow faster and taller than any of the native trees, so they'll use them for like property lines in this case, or to mark out canal systems, but also for lumber. You'll see areas where there's all these eucalyptus trees. They'll cut them down, log them. That's what they're doing on the Big Island right now. There's no current logging going on Maui, but they're doing it on the Big Island. They're exporting the lumber to Japan right now. And down off our right side, most of the trees and plants and forest that you'll see is non-native. Off our left side, it's mostly native. And if you're not really into trees, it all kind of looks the same. But on Maui, they say you got to get above 2,000 feet in elevation to see native forest now. The reason for that is it's a real busy island, and on Maui and Kauai and Oahu, they say there's about 30 different species of plants, animals, or insects that get introduced every year. They almost everything thrives, and Hawaii kind of takes over. So it's always changing. But up at the higher elevation, we still get some native forest. In front of us we got the Kenai Valley we're going to head into. You'll see some waterfalls in this next valley. Need a helicopter to see these next ones. You'll see a lot of waterfalls that are smaller from the road to Hana. I need a helicopter to see Kanu Falls, which will come into view off our left side as we come over this ridgeline. This next skinny little valley here in front of us is called the Honolulu Valley. In the back of the valley, you'll see a few waterfalls. The front of the valley, you'll see a little beach down there, Honolulu Beach, like kind of a famous surf spot over here on the North Shore. Out in front of us is the town of Haiku and Makawao. Haiku will be on the right. Just past Haiku down the road to Hana. If you want to take the road to Hana just a little ways, you can find Twin Falls, some nice waterfalls, and some rainforests. So you don't have to go like all the way out to Hana to see some cool stuff. You can just go a little ways down the road. Makawao means edge of the forest. It'll be off of our left side. It's a little more up country up on the hillside. And Makawao is also the edge of the airspace. I'll be with air traffic control until we get on the other side of Central Maui there in the airport, so bear with me. I'll be back on the radio with you guys just in a few minutes here. into the West Maui Mountains a bit, check out some of these valleys over here on this side. And this is, they call the West Maui Mountains because of all the deep canyons, but it's a volcano, just like Haleakala. It's just a lot older. Volcanoes are just like us. We get older, we get wrinkles, so do volcanoes. Their valleys are their wrinkles. So if you see all these valleys like this, you don't have to worry about any more eruptions. This is a extinct volcano. It's been like 1 million years since West Maui's erupted. And you can't really see very many of these valleys unless you have a helicopter. If you look at the bottom of the valleys, they're basically just a riverbed. So if you get heavy rains, it'll wash out any trail or road that they could build. You can hike this ridgeline off our right side. There's the Waihe'i Ridge Trail. It ends up at the top of this cinder cone, which is off our right side. It's a good 1,000-foot climb in about 2 miles, so it's a pretty good workout. This is the Honokohau Valley in front of us. It's the longest valley in all of Maui, about 10 miles long, and it's got the largest waterfall on the island in the very back of the valley. It's about 2,000 feet tall, this last waterfall here, we'll see. you come over this ridgeline, you're going to see some of the other islands in Maui County out there. We got Molokai in front of us and Lanai off our left side. And in between these islands, we have relatively shallow water. That's why they say Maui is a sunken island. They think this is all land connecting these islands to us a long time ago. That would make Maui about the size of the Big Island. But it's sunk, and this is what we got now. But it's all who you ask. Hawaiians, they have a creation myth about Maui, and they say instead that none of the islands are here to start, and this kid was fishing with a magic fishing line and caught the island of Maui and was pulling it up out of the water when the line broke and left the island partially submerged. So geologists say it's sunk. Hawaiians say it never came all the way out. So either way, it's up to you guys, really. And that's Kaanapali in front of us and Lahaina coming into view out of our left more. Look out in front of us, you can see Lahaina. Lahaina was the first capital city of all of Hawaii because of the water stayed so calm offshore. It stays calm and glassy like that. Maui's going to block most of the wind from getting down to the water. So that's where all the trade ships and whaling ships would come. But now it's just for fun, tour boats, fishing boats, cruise ship out there, but a lot of history in the town of Lahaina. Because back in the 1800s, those trade ships and whaling ships that came to Hawaii, they weren't really known for having the classiest of people on board. There's all kinds of disease and crazy stuff going on in town. So missionaries, they came out here and they built these schools. That's all the buildings you'll see on our side of town. They made them public boarding schools, and it gave the kids a place to live and get medical attention. The kids would maintain the campus in return. It's never changed since 1831. It's still a public boarding school. The kids that live there work in that little farm you'll see down in the valley and maintain the campus. And that's why the L is up on the mountain. You'll see off our left side the seniors go up there and chalk that out with lime with the class number on the bottom, like a senior tradition Lahaina. We're going to head into like the center of the West Maui volcano now. So earlier we saw the crater of Haleakala. This is where the crater of West Maui was in the past, but rain and erosions washed the old crater away into 5 different valleys back here.